Hey everybody, Mac here, and we are now going to talk about dividing rational expressions. If you've seen the video that I have on multiplying rational expressions, which you can find at maxtutorials.com, I recommend you go there and find that practice sheet because dividing rational expressions is going to be a lot like multiplying them. The only thing you have to learn is this. It's kind of like this. Remember when we had like 3 minus 6? And we taught you that that was add a line, change a sign. We changed the operation, and then we changed the one on the right. Well, it's very similar to when we multiply fractions, okay? So what we're going to do when we multiply a fraction, we're going to take the dividing sign. I'm looking at number 1 right now. We're going to take the division sign, and we're going to make it just multiplication. And we're allowed to do that. Oops. We're allowed to do that as long as we flip the next one, and I'll make that 10 over x. Okay, so it's multiply, and we call that the reciprocal when we flip it over. Now we just treat this like a multiplication problem. The x's will cancel out. The 5's will go to 1 and 2. The answer is 2. Let's go to number 2. It's divided by. We're going to make it multiplication, and we're going to flip. After we've done that, now we can go 1 and 2. The a's cancel out. The 3's go to 1 and 3. My answer is 1 over 6. Let's go on to number 3. Okay, we're going to make this multiplication, and we're going to flip. That's all we do. Okay, so now 7 will go in there once. It'll go in there 3 times. The y's will cancel out, and the 2's will go to a 1 and a 2. I'm left with 3 over 2. Okay, let's go on to number 4. So on this one, we're going to make this multiplication, and we're going to flip. Okay, that's all we do. And so now see, 6 will go in here twice, 6 will go in here 3 times. The m's will cancel out. That'll become a 1, that'll become a 2. And my answer is going to be 3/4. All right, let's go to the next one. This one's going to be multiplication, and we're going to flip. 3 over 8n. Okay, and so what we're going to do is 3 goes in here once, goes here 3 times, 4 once, 8 twice. The n's cancel out, and I get 1 over 6. Okay, moving on to number 6. Same thing. If you see a division symbol, just change it to multiplication and flip. So now the 11 goes in here once, it goes in there twice. Look at my 6 and my 9. 3 will go in the 6 twice, 3 will go in the 9 3 times, and my p's cancel out as well. What am I left over with? 4 over 3. I just multiplied the 2's. Okay, so now this one, let's see, we're going to multiply, and we're just going to flip. 8 over x. So now right here, I have 2 x's on top, and I have 1 on bottom. When I cancel them out, I lose my x, and that just becomes a normal, just 1x. Because I had 2, now I only have 1. Okay, so I'm just going to totally cross that out. Okay, the 4 goes in there once, goes in there twice. My answer is 2 over 1. Or, sorry, 2x. Don't want to forget that x. Okay, going on. Multiplication. And flip. Okay, 10 goes in there once, 10 goes in there twice. 3 goes in there once, 3 goes in there 3 times. Now I have 2 y's on top, and I have a y on bottom. That leaves me with just a y on top. So now I know it's a bit of a mess, but that gives me a 2y over 3. Let's go to number 5. I'm going to change this to multiplication, and I'm going to flip. That's all division means. Other than that, this is just a multiplication worksheet. As soon as you get that multiplication and flip, that's all you got to do. Okay, so now I'm looking at 12 and 18. 6 will go in there twice, 6 will go in there 3 times. Now I'm looking at the 5. The 5 will go in there once, the 5 will go in there 3 times. Now I'm looking at the a's. I have 3 a's on top, 1 a on the bottom. That'll cancel out to 2 a's on top. So I'm also looking at these 3's. Look, cancel, cancel. I can do that. I get a squared over 2. Okay, let's go on to number 10. Multiply and flip. Okay, so 7 will go in here once, and into 21 3 times. Now I'm dealing with my 4 and my 8, 1 and 2. The m's, I have 2 on top, 1 on the bottom. That'll leave me with 1 m on top. So my answer will be 3m over 2. Let's go on to number 11. Multiply and flip. Now I'm just looking at my red, 8 will go in here once, and 8 will go in here twice. I'm looking at my 9. My 9 will go in there once, and it'll go in there 3 times. I have 2 n's on top and 1 on the bottom. That'll leave me with an n on top. And I'll have an n over 6. Okay, so let's go over to number 12 now. Multiply and flip. Oh, I didn't flip that. 10 over 18p. Doink, doink. All right, so now let's look at my 25 and my 10. 5 will go into 10 twice. 5 will go into 25 5 times. Let's look at my 12 and my 18. 6 will go in there twice. 6 will go in there 3 times. Let's look at my p's. 3 on top, 1 on bottom. I'm left with 2 on top. Anything else to cancel out? Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to have a 4p squared over 15 after I multiply them through. Going on to number 13, multiply and flip. All right, my x's can cancel out. Nothing else I can cancel out here. So I have x plus 2 over x minus 1. Just as a reminder, can I cancel out the x's? No, I can't, because they're attached to pluses and minuses. Once you see pluses and minuses, you can't cancel them, okay? They're glued. They're attached to them. You can't kill them if they're attached to a plus or minus. That's the rule. All right, here I see a difference of 2 squares. So I'm going to go x plus 2, x minus 2. And I see that I've got to flip this guy. All right, so once I do that, now here's the rule. I'm going to kill these x's right here. Now, every time you see something in parentheses, that's an entire factor. That's parenthesis times the parenthesis. So you are allowed to kill an entire parenthesis because it's not being added, it's being multiplied. So this and this are matches. So I finish with x minus 2. Let's go on to number 15. First thing I see is this x plus 3. X minus 3, multiply, and flip. Boink, boink. My x's go away, and my x plus 3's go away. And I'm left with an x minus 3 after I do all that. Number 16, again, I see a difference of 2 squares. So I'm going to go x plus 4, x minus 4. Okay, now I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to flip. Now, let's take a look at this. An x minus 4 in parentheses and an x minus 4. If it's the entire denominator or the entire numerator, you're allowed to cancel them. And now look, I just have my x's. An x there and an x there. Okay, that's a lot of crossing out. What's left over? An x plus 4 on top and a 2 on bottom. Can I cancel out the 4 and the 2? No, because the 4 is attached to a plus sign. That's a glue saying you're not allowed to do that. All right, so number 17. Here I'm going to have an x plus 5, and I'm going to have an x minus 5. Okay, and now multiply and flip. Now, I'm going to have an x plus 5 and an x plus 5. I'm going to have an x, and my 3's is going to be a 1 and a 2. If you notice, everything is crossed out here with the exception of my x minus 5 and that 2. So where do I put that 2? I'm going to put it in front. And no, do not multiply it through. We want to leave it in what we call factored form. So it's 2 times the parenthesis. That's what we want. It's factored out. Now, going on to number 18. So x squared minus 36. We're going to go x plus 6, x minus 6. Okay, multiply and flip. So now, I have an x plus 6 and an x plus 6. They go away. I have my 4 and my 8. 4 will go in here once, and it'll go in the 8 twice, and my x's will cancel out as well. So I'm left with a 2, x minus 6, over nothing. We are done. Okay, so basically that's it, guys. If you felt really good about the previous section where we were doing the multiplication, a lot of the problems on B and C are going to look just like those. The only thing difference is when we divide, we multiply and we flip. So as long as you got that, you guys should be able to get through this. I strongly recommend you do B and C just to make sure you get enough practice so that when this comes up on a test, you feel really, really comfortable. Okay, good work, everyone.